Welcome to Aussie Nomad's Destinations. I'm Beck and this is Ed, and we're taking you on an incredible journey across Australia, exploring breathtaking landscapes and hidden gems in this beautiful country. Join us as we uncover some of the best budget campgrounds. So grab your four-wheel drive, van or caravan, hop on board and let's embark on this adventure together. Welcome to the enchanting world of Stanley. Nestled at the base of the iconic Nut, this picturesque historical coastal town is the home of the nut, penguins and really good seafood. The Nut starts looming on the horizon a far distance from town. There are two options for caravanners to stay in Stanley. The Big Four Caravan Park at about $45 to $50 a night, or the Golf Club at $10 per night or $50 for 7 nights. Well, you know us by now. We chose the Golf Club and the 7-night option. Because other than Stanley, the outskirts has a lot to offer. Yep, we're going to head to the west coast. First stop this morning is the Nut. Now my partner in crime is not keen on these chairlifts, and skull dragging his bones up the path isn't happening. You have to know your limits, right? So I'm on my own for this one. The chairlift is only $19 return, which is just a wonderful ride. Best view ever. How cool is that? Look straight over the bay. I was originally only going to the first lookout. Everything said it was a 4.5 kilometre walk around the top of the Nut. You can walk. That's the trick. So the guy at the top of the chairlift who works there said no, it's only 2.5. Which he said if you do it clockwise, it's really doable. About halfway round there's a set of about 40 steps. So if you do it clockwise, you go down those stairs and not up, which is way better for my knees. Much better option. So that's the highest point of the top of the Nut at 143 metres. Off we go. It's a beautiful walk, way better than I expected. And here is some history. The Nut was formed about 13 million years ago. It is the core of an extinct volcano. The Nut summit is approximately 143 metres, or 469 feet above sea level, and the circumference of the Nut summit is about 2.4 kilometres or 1.5 miles. So I reckon we're halfway now. I'm coming over to the western side. Nope, eastern side. Nope, might even be, how would you know? Going over to the other side. Well, that's an unreal view. Amazing. So glad I did it now. That's so cool. I think I've finished the stairs section. Now the whole foliage has just changed again to trees. Unbelievable. And ferns. Instead of button grass and open plain. Just all changed again. Now it's like the enchanted forest. So pretty. The height provides breathtaking panoramic views of the town of Stanley and the surrounding coastline and Bass Strait. The water was so clear from up here, you can pretty much see the bottom. So that was worth every bit of it. Did the whole loop the whole way round. So glad they told me it was only 2.5 kilometres and not 4. I nearly didn't go. And totally enjoyed it. The ocean on one side and then the town on the other. Make sure you put that on your bucket list and take the chairlift. Don't walk up the hill. Anyway, I'll spin you around. You can watch the view on the way back down. There's some little red tulips.
We'll walk back.
Off we go.
After a quick coffee, we headed up to Wynyard to visit the tulips. It's tulip season. On our last trip to Tassie, this area was just big red dirt paddocks. Promised myself if we ever get back here, we need to be here at the right time. Bam! Here we are, winning. Might have been just a little bit of good planning on my side. I think from memory it was $16 each for us to get in with a concession card. And I can say that these tulips are just beautiful. So many amazing colours. There is a cafe on site. You can also buy plants and flowers to take home with you. After about an hour, we headed off to the lighthouse, just down the road, and grabbed a picnic table and a bite to eat for lunch. The view wasn't as good as we expected. Someone didn't trim the trees. But the tulip fields looked just lovely in the distance. On the way home, we passed these beautiful flowers. I'm not sure what they are, but they're pretty all the same. Oh my goodness, we drove into this little town called Boat Harbour. How special is this place? It is just a little hidden gem.
Look at all the lilies. There's so many wild lilies. And that's Boat Harbour. It's so gorgeous. Happy dairy cows. It's green as far as you can see. It's green. Just green.
Today we are heading to the west coast. It has been on my list for years.
So we've hit the rugged west coast. It's a little bit cold, a little bit overcast, but it's still pretty.
As well as last trip, we missed the whole west coast as we only had 2 weeks. This time we are going to spend the whole day exploring the northwest coast. We are heading to Marwar and to Green Point. It's a rugged, rough, wild coastline with stunning raw beauty. And today it is overcast, wet and cold. Welcome to Tassie in winter. But hey, you have to make the most of what is handed to you each day. However, it was still amazing, and nothing at all like the rest of Tassie. We heard there was wasp nests around the door of this lighthouse, so we didn't get too close. The coastline is just stunning. These beaches all along here have dirt roads, but they're in good condition, so they're pretty easy driving. Look what we found! A little wombat ran straight across the road in front of us. Big, healthy, fat, chunky little fella, and very quiet, happy for us to take his picture. Then we arrived at Arthur River. We found peppermint campgrounds.
So in Tasmania, it is always cold and freezing. And the national park built a little picnic shed like this. And you just gotta love them. Because today is cold and freezing. Anyway, off we go to the next spot. So we made it to the Arthur River. Right out there in the middle of nowhere on the West Tasmanian coast. So you just got to get out and get a picture taken with the Arthur River. There it is. Now it's freezing cold. I'm getting back in the car. We are going over the Arthur River. Yay! Arthur River in the ocean or in on a bad day. I might not know this, but this is the road to the edge of the world. Let's see how we go. That's the mouth of the Arthur River. And this is the edge of the world. Northeast coast of Tasmania. And it is so cold. Ridiculous. Can't even put enough jumpers on to stay warm today. And old mate's just run back to the car. Left me here by myself in the middle of the wilderness.
So it would seem that the west coast of Tassie has a whole area dedicated to me. A lagoon, a hut, even a road, which has the most amount of wildflowers and in full bloom. What a wonderful day I'm having. It's been a really big day and we're heading home.
It goes for miles. So today we are going to the Trowutta Arch State Reserve and we're going to take you with us. And it's starting to rain, which is nothing unusual in Tasmania. We'll see how we go. Gum trees. So we are off to do the Trowutta Arch. And it's about 15 minutes and we're the only ones here. There's a little board to tell you where it all is. Let's do it.
This was a super easy walk and stunningly beautiful. And a must do, I would think.
This is a very beautiful walk. Very beautiful. This is flipping amazing. That's unreal, isn't it? Wow. How is this not more popular?
Next we're looking for a spot for lunch and Milkshake Hills looks to be the spot.
Straight in there, Ed. Now we are at Milkshake Hills. Okie dokie. Off you go.
What a great spot this turned out to be. It is only 6 degrees today. It had a barbecue hut with tables, a toilet block and a couple of bushwalks after lunch.
You're cute, aren't you? Little tiny thing, it looks cold. No scraps for you. You have to go out in the forest and get your own. I'm out here. He's picking up everything off the ground he can get his mitts on. He's got the shortest front legs in the world. Very quiet. You're very quiet. Gone to a lot of trouble. And there's that little creek again. Can't see any rainbow trout, Ed. Not gone that way. And it's 9 degrees and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's beautiful and it's cold. Anyway, that's the forest walk at the Milkshake Hills. Off to the next one.
Up the road a bit is Lake Chiswell, another stunning walk through the rainforest. To this beautiful lake, which is actually a sinkhole, but it lacks a really good viewing vantage point. But the walk was lovely just the same.
Anyone home in there? Oh, look at all that green fern and moss. We are at the Sinkhole. Let's have a little look. Looks like something out of Harry Potter.
On our way home, we passed yet another sinkhole. They are very beautiful, eerie, dark and still.
That looks like, that dead set looks like where you'd catch rainbow trout, Ed. Get a look at it.
Well, that's possibly enough for this week. We might leave it there. We're heading home. Be kind, stay happy, love your life, and we'll see you next Sunday at 6 a.m. See ya!